Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
We are surely back on your screens again to do God's work. God's work live on Sammy Flex TV. This is Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. Just so you know, 4-man squad once again on a Tuesday evening for us to do our thing. My name is Sammy Flex. Immediate left, Roland Amate is seated. And he is from Shatta Movement Empire. Roland Report, which is on YouTube and Showbiz channel gh.com. I also have Intim Dodi Solomon. His other name is Chamo. He's our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And again, he represents Inti Dosu Digital Solutions. You can also contact them for them to do their thing. And at the extreme end, Long John is a blogger, producer, pundit. And he also represents here on Sammy Flex TV for us to do our thing. Just so you know, we are being produced by Theophilus Digosh and Sam Tuga alongside Desert. And we do this for God and country. Thanks for choosing Sammy Flex TV. Now, what are some of the stories happening right here on the show? And this one is off topic. Roland was on a show and on an radio's platform. So those who keep saying the rules is not for Shatta, Wale, it is for Leslie, those people, what can we tell them once and for all? Like, what simple thing can we tell them once and for all?
Nothing.
Nothing, eh?
Nothing.
So you leave them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like some people will say, when Jesus Christ came to earth, he did all sorts of miracles. Then Mumobia will Jimmy they went to me and some
Obia with Jimmy there.
On your knee will phone in but I said, what Jimmy and it dear, or if I could put some Jim. Yesterday I told you, sir, Jibba for. Those who are saying it is not for him, it is for Leslie, and it is second hand, and it is home use. You see, those people keep making mess of themselves, like day in, day out. Because when the first announcement came, you did not say it was for somebody. Because if somebody comes to tell me, oh, Long John catch me so watoka. Na minim say car na Long John ya. Me make so boa. Me ba be boni pa na any dey any straight without messing words. But to make say oboa one ka then later it comes and you have it one ka we say you be there. And then that means usu twa to na. That is the question. And if there is no form of admittance to that, then I believe whoever is saying, then I don't know what it is. The person should shut up. It's as simple as that. If you can't find motivation in this one, then I don't know what we can tell you again in this conversation.
Okay.
We don't know what we should tell you. If you knew Bioma Obeka as any pan, except the president of Ghana.
Put your mic here before I cut you.
Said the president of Ghana, Yoba. Now you see, Obia saw a bem, after the Nipa Naba or a bema. I call what I do.
Ada netoso. I see.
You understand?
Okay. So Roland says, and I asked this question because of continuous conversations coming up here and there. Not long ago, before we came to the studio, one of our Shatta movement executives called me, and whilst we were talking, Sammy, have you seen this Rasta guy mentioning your name, Sammy Flex? You and I know. And the guy, he says the guy's making it look like you have told him something. And I said, Charlie, that guy, he's a fool. Let's leave him. He said he wanted to go and comment and blah blah. That's why I want to ask my people that. Okay, so Sapi, what should we do to them so that you and I, when we know this, then we know once and for all we are done with them. Chemo, how do we deal with them?
Oh, it's common sense. I mean, basic law will tell us that if you accuse somebody of doing something wrong, the accuser, you are supposed to prove that indeed the person has done something wrong.
Okay.
But if you accuse somebody of doing something wrong and you tell that person to prove himself that he hasn't done the thing, I mean, it doesn't work like that. You know, for those who are saying say the Rolls Royce name Shatta there. Somebody prove but say ampa. We have this proof to show say enyane there.
Okay.
But if you put it on Shatta, say we are accusing you of something, but you have to prove to us that you have not done that thing. That's not fair in any way, in law and in common sense. Omo kasano. Sa Rasta guy no kasano. Me three no guniti so nyane dia. On prove nche say media.
How deep?
We should find a way to prove to me that I'm part. It's no guniti no say I have bon. Maybe our own proven channel. How are you going to do that?
Certificate.
For certificate, paperwork,
natural mistake. It be true.
You can't use common sense to judge some of these things. I mean, unless you also say, okay, this is the direction that you want to go. At that point, common sense ain't near Juma. So for those who are saying say the best thing for them is for them to prove with whatever evidence that they have that but odo no can say akeke saa nipa kro no o pointing is say o ma me on wo no me say oboa in the prove trend ampa o ma me ne papa enye aboa bi na wo prove it to me.
Okay.
It doesn't work like that. And you know, omu can be papa so that we can take it from there because they are taking us out of common sense realm.
Yeah.
And it is difficult for us to deal with them if we are out of the common sense approach or the way that we have to deal with people. For anybody who will say and yet Shatta their but they don't have any proof. They are not using their common sense. We should use it for us to take it from there. I think that will help everybody.
Well, Long John, I know you have also been looking forward to address this issue about people claiming it is not for charities for Leslie and you see, it took just one person to say this. And because those people also want to believe him, they just did not think about it. Now they are even saying Leslie has a car dealing garage in Ghana. Garage in Ghana. I'm saying Leslie's a car dealer. He ships cars to sell. Hey, Roland, Kalas Leslie. Wow, long to come through.
I don't see anything wrong with what they are doing. What I believe they are trying to do is Shatta Wale has given them a job. You see, so when you decide to be very useless, somebody like Shatta Wale who is using his success to actually make impact will give you a reason to think otherwise. So instead of reasoning to actually bring something profitable, you reason to tarnish the image or the little credibility you have left.
Okay.
And whatever they are doing, I won't advise them to stop. They should continue. There's one thing. Yes, there's one thing about Ghanaians. When they get fed up with your shenanigans, they drop you. They drop you dead without you knowing. So with time, when people realize everything you are saying is the opposite that's happening, your viewership will drop. Your content will not appease fans.
Yeah.
And with time, you will become irrelevant. That is where most of them then, you see, you can't fight Shatta. You lose in the end. Because in the end, you come back begging. You've seen it many times. So me, this appealing and begging them to stop, they are begging. Ghanaians and the world at large are now open-minded. Thanks to social media. You can't fool people. Come and sit on TV, radio, because you think you have a mic, you can come and cast any sort of aspersions around people's brand. When you say it, they'll figure it out. They'll try to find if it is true. If in the end, and you see the most painful part, there are certain credible websites that pick stories. Ask yourself, these people saying that, when was the last time their story was picked on those sites? Nobody wants court issues. So nobody will pick their stories. That is why their matter always ends where they say it. No other platform picks it. It is only the fans that hate the opponent that actually spread those things. So it's not something to continue. At the long run, you'll be at Shatta's feet begging him to accept you so he can talk about him. That's basically it.
Well, that is just a warm-up, and of course, to look for responses for some of the Shatta movement fans who might also be confused one way or the other and looking for answers as well. My panel members have provided you with some answers. Now, let me go back to Chemo and show him this video of BuzStop Boys, a group of young boys who came together to start a cleanup activities here in the city of Accra and even beyond it. Because the other time I saw them in Kumasi, they did some beautiful job in Kumasi. When Shatta Wale gave them 30,000 Ghana cedis as donation, and President Mahama, then a candidate, also gave them 50,000. No, they had an agenda to get some excavator to do some more cleaning and digging businesses here in Accra. Now, they have received the excavator, but unfortunately for them, they still have some more money to pay. Here, they need about 50,000 more before they can clear it. I'm asking that, what is government doing about some of these things? At least we know there is PPP, private-public partnership. So why are we not partnering with these guys to give them more work to do? Because they have proven to be doing it. They have shown us track record like, oh, you bet me aye. So give them some task. More task credit. More for the city areas, Accra business district, circle. Baby, I have called it more far. More one more banner pekakramam. It's this difficult to do. And the guys are still here crying and looking for support. Meanwhile, they are still doing it free. They go to somebody, they come and give them some sachet water, 3 packs, no manum. Ya more mubo fruit, vitamin, no manum. Yet, government is I believe government is employing people to be doing this job.
Yeah.
Hey, the initial video na MSC me nyansa efrisa jinisem mo. I'll be back.
Abusia, to us BuzStop boys, it is really an amazing story looking at how we started with nothing. That's a CIA mini excavator. I said I can see and come Dr_achievers our TikTok. Ona ane Shatta Edin Komo Eminya 30,000 cedis. Oh, I'm pressure my way. Etwe Ghana fight. All because Ghanaians wanted to know how far with the mini excavator. And one thing I'll never do in this life is to lie to somebody because I want money. No. But thankfully, after back and forth, mini excavator is finally here. Because we know that normally excavators no but this one is rubber. So the baby to anansi coat and so a rubber tie. Na troller another idea be channel. I'm not telling you. On boss I just want you guys to know. Now I'm target Shatta. I'm gonna Shatta Wale, God of the streets and a king of the streets there. 30,000 cedis not the man, you know. At the Bibiaba, at the mini excavator ba. No waka President Mahama said 50,000 not the man, you know. Ebi eka we home machine ya baby. The whole purpose is to tell Ghanaians say 68 years after independence, enough of brooms and pioneer pra. So the next step after this one will be street sweeper. And that's the narrative we receive to change. When you anchor on another day, when you are the baby, you in Muga crowd, when you are with you, no matter what they are sacked. We get on set. So the mini excavator is here. Terrible, it's 70%. After you do, you have 30% plus shipping. And the SF, was.
Hello everyone. And you know, send here Kojo di kai no. You say Femi Kojo, Kojo.
Yes. And then say Monday.
And then say Monday.
Femi Kojo.
And then triple K.
Kojo bagus.
And then triple Kojos.
Right. And you know, send here okay no. Na enemy been to see suye yet from China ne ha say. Intina mentimi hu de men country no. Intia me so mama to base mama America kra. And I by each no we say okay bibia to suye and ne kache minya so ne umame sema kakra eba beti na me frɛ no na ko se nipa bebre ne ye hu adwuma nya me nko a ne me to wi a obufufo nso be wi no obufufo nso ye ne efi amama bebre so eba but ini na ankoda no aba ini
yeah, I can't say 30% plus shipping.
Okay, 30% ni about 30 something thousand. Maybe if you because my
roughly no say 50,000 it's here but at here can there was I got 50,000 cedis. I the back clear. But the www.buzstopboys www.ecc.org.dh. I wait we are donated to support. Nevertheless, wait your friends 0546 442747. 1 CD, 2 CD, 1 CD, 2 CD. Now it's have a clear mini excavator. But then SF shippers, oh my idea is as a SF shippers. The beer episode of China, the SF shippers ever talk area, bro. This is just the teaser. The video proper will come, but then they are unboxing every. For now, tell somebody and tag Shatta and tag President Mahama, catching His Excellency. Volunteers no, in this canning now, division so at the machine. Now it was so Syria. And then the way you are unboxing, they are proper and Yambramefa. And I was just a sick as one.
But it's a year now. My partner, anyhow, I child my phone when he have, but one so yet a Juma will be before. And I said, the Pujuka and so could be up to her. And co China, with their brain say, a bet you the China bebro. So that's it. It will be Keto, Kesio, Bra, Bryce, if I'm Martin, you will never be your habit, no medium common.
Well, so that was a short video after they received their mini excavator, which will help them to do more cleaning. According to statistics on or more information on the excavator, instead of using the metal ties, this one has some plastic ties, so it can walk freely on our streets, and they can go to some corners to do some more cleaning. But the question is, obvious, these guys are still struggling. After years of this dedication, sacrifice, and all, they are still struggling. 50,000 to own this, and they are still calling on Shatta Wale, the president, again when they have done what they are supposed to do. Why is the government and what are the people doing to collaborate with these boys? At least these boys are part of the people who were also having all body cameras activated on them. Why are we not using them? What is happening? Why are we not doing PPP with these guys?
A whole lot. But for the PPP, I think you are the one telling them that it's the best option for them.
Okay.
Based on how or what the guy is saying. Obviously, they don't know anything about PPP, or they may not be considering it.
Okay.
Yes. Even if they know, they may not be considering it. And I think you are telling them the right thing to do.
Okay.
They should approach that side too and see what will come out of it. If he was talking, and if after watching the video, I heard him saying that, we tried approaching government to subsidize or help us to clear it, and they refused, then we will be talking.
Okay.
But based on what he is saying, obviously they are not going for any help in that direction. They are just soliciting for funds in the public space.
Okay.
And that's what they are doing. So this one, you can't blame government too much. Okay. Or you can't even blame government. For the government, whoever will come forward will be the one lobbying for them to maybe get the executive order or whatever that they call it. Okay. For the president to take a look at it and give them a tax relief or whatever it is for them to clear it.
Okay.
And for that one, government agencies and their workers, they don't do that. You have to approach them. Some can advise you that, okay, if you want to get this, go through this channel and you may get it. So I think it will be the right thing for us to tell them that they should explore that part to talk to anybody in the government agencies that they think can help them, for them to go through the process and maybe get tax relief or something duty free or something, so that they can clear without even paying that amount of money or whatever it is. And again, for me, I think if it will be sustainable, they should be thinking of a way that will make the whole thing a business instead of just doing that voluntary.
So you think what they are doing is not sustainable, huh?
Not at all. Because if Shatta Wale that he's calling again, President Mahama and others who
they have done what they
do, but still he is indirectly telling them that it is not.
Okay.
Yes. If they stop, that's the end of whatever that they are doing. So it is not sustainable. For it to be sustainable, they should turn it into a business. I mean, a young guy doing a good job like this, and if it is in a form of a business, who will be against it? And if it is a business, you treat it as such. Some people with money can come in, pay for whatever duties that you need to pay for. And then when you do your work, or when the business is in operation, money will come, you will get profit, and you even have more energy to do more. So for me, I think apart from them approaching the PPP line to get some tax reliefs or something for them to clear whatever that they have, they should also consider making it a business, because it is a business for somebody already. Zoom Lion is doing that business, and they have government contract that they take money every year. So if still you get some young guys who will just do volunteer work and do the job of Zoom Lion or something in that direction, I mean, how? So for me, I think they should rather turn it into a business, go into contract with government or the municipal assemblies, and then get people who are ready to work. I mean, young boys, and pay them, let them feel good so that the work will go on. Because at some point, he may stop if the money is not coming again, if the contributors are going down or they have refused to pay.
Because now that he's still crying for more contributors, it means they are not flowing.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, I think they should rather be thinking of making a business out of it. Because if you just stand somewhere and solicit for funds, yeah, good, you may get it today, but tomorrow it's not guaranteed. So instead of just soliciting for funds here and there, find a way if you can get a business out of this, and I think it will help us all.
Well, let me move on to Long John, the story of BuzStop boys and how the states can just make sure they are part of the system to join in the cleaning of the country, knowing that Accra is one of the dirtiest cities in Africa. I think we can work hard with these guys to change the fortunes of the city. Long John, what do you also have to say?
With regards to this issue, I believe some of the commentaries he passed were very relevant.
Who passed?
I mean, the guy who was presenting the car.
What did they say that was very irrelevant?
Talking about when I ask people for money, I don't use it as a bit to lie. Those were all relevant. But then, if you look at the bigger picture, you realize something about that comment. It means he himself has doubt about himself, because people definitely would think, is the money really going into this?
No, it means that some people are saying it.
Hold on, I'm coming.
It means someone has said it.
It could mean what you are saying, and how I understand is what I'm saying. The reason being that I'm not sure somebody like Zoom Lion, if he wants to bring out an excavator, who passed this comment.
Because he has his money. He is not going to.
So basically what I'm trying to say is, when it is about things like this, you see, when you are able to build something out of a creative skill, and you realize for a period of years it is gaining momentum, I believe so long as it is legal, you should be able to consult the right bodies and make it something of a business.
Okay.
He shouldn't continue to make it look like he's doing a charity for Ghana. If he was working and he decided, okay, you know what, let me go out with my colleagues and then come and do this. Because at first it started as a hobby. Now it's becoming a full-time business. Even at the point I realized they were picking people who want to join them and work. So meaning if you are going to work, you are going to be paid. You can't run such organization as a charity. Because when you run, and it's not as if what you're also doing is not very important in our space. It's very important. And you are bringing even competition to those already in the business. And they see your work. You understand? So I don't think it's bad for him to. It's not just government. If he's able to draw a very good business strategy, have a very good organization or someone who knows much about business to lead the front or the charge and take a business contract outside, I'm sure even private institutions will be ready to partner or how do you call it, invest in the whole thing. It's not just about government, because even as we are speaking about government, the truth is even government is having a lot of issues to deal with. Understand? So in our quest to also make sure government come on board, we are not just looking at government. Even an individual can do it, but with the right people on board. I'm sure if he's able to put this request in front of people like you, like very powerful people who other big men can trust, when such businesses are proposed to them, they can look at your credibility and say, okay, yeah, these people, I can trust them. How are we going to go about it? And through intelligence as an entrepreneur who has started his own business, you can be able to carve something in the structure for them, and they can be able to run. So basically, my whole narration is they should just stop the trying to solicit, because now they've gotten to a point. I think they've been running for over since COVID, right?
Yeah, it's been a while now. No, since COVID is fine.
Or after COVID.
Let's say like some,
but at least 2 to 3 years now.
That is not charity.
yeah.
That's not charity, because even a GoFundMe, there's a period of time. Yes, we are not speaking against them. It's not like we hate them, but we want them to understand that at the point they are getting to, it's becoming a business, and they can't rely on Shatta, Wale and the name they've mentioned. They did their best, and Shatta is looking at an entire ecosystem, not only Shatta, but every single person that have helped. Ibrahim Mama, who has helped you, is not looking at only you. He has other charity things he wants to do in different distance. So if you are expecting them to always, because you are doing something good for the country, they should look your way, I'm not sure you always get the reply you want, and that shouldn't make you feel they are bad people. So if you rather come out as a business, and then they can put a one-time investment in it, and then you can process whatever they've put in, and then you profit out of it, that will be to your own advantage. That's basically what I have to say.
Well, I'll move on to Roland Amate to get his side of this conversation. I know he is a little closer to some of the members in the row.
Yeah.
What have you also heard about what they are doing?
So let me hold brief for them a bit in this conversation, because, like you said, I am a little closer to some of their operations and conversations in them. And I would say that from the time they started till now, they've transition part of it into a business. In fact, whatever we are saying on this platform, they know and they understand that to sustain whatever they are doing, of course, they need to put a business approach to it, which is why even in their commentaries and operations, sometimes they talk about being open to any kind of contract, whether from government or from individuals or private people. Not long ago, I think December, they had some few gigs here and there, of which one of them was Stonebwoy's event. They were the official sanitation partners for Stonebwoy's
Were they paid?
Well, so far, I won't say so I want to believe.
Then it is not business. Then it is not business.
You who know their business can't give us details.
No. I cannot confirm.
No, because you said
it's not business.
It's not business. That's the only point I want to clear.
Well,
it's a charity organization.
But they talked about the fact that they were the sanitation partners of that particular.
Oh yeah, that one I know.
Sure.
So,
but were they sanitation partners to be paid after their service, or sanitation partners to be recognized?
Yes.
Well, that I can't confirm.
Exactly.
But then I know, aside even that particular event, they had other private gigs to also
like events and parties.
Yes. Some of themselves were even private, like individuals, as cleaning their houses and environments for them. So they have that side as well as so what they do as volunteers or people as a charity organization is to trumpet that side more in order to solicit for funds to sustain that side. But the business aspect of it, which has to do with them also getting contracts and all, they are also pushing those side as well. Just that we know in the space, when you try to voluntarily do something to solve human problems, that is when it will touch people's heart for them to come to your aid for you to do more. Now, again, we are also talking about government support and all of that, and I can also tell you that it comes with its own form of politics. And it is not as if they have not. They have on several occasions. But the thing is that, there's been change of seats. There was an old pharaoh and now there's a new pharaoh.
So it means they were dealing with the old pharaohs.
Exactly. So they are yet to deal with the new pharaoh to see what will come out of it. And also, let's not lose sight of the fact that they have competitors. And their muscles, their height, their existence is nowhere near their competitors. So that also adds up to the kind of politics that may also go against them.
Oh no, but can I say something here? Their impact have been felt.
Yes,
you understand. And even with them, their impact have been felt within a short period where even Ghanaians have lauded their presence, yes, and their activities. So with something like this, if you talk about the muscle of the other competitors, we've seen even their workers complain of delayed salary. So this is the best time for them to, based on this, to make it an institution where people can apply even for work.
They have. Okay. But the thing is that, you see, the conversation and impact that you are talking about, there's one that we all know that, okay, this is what it is outside. But you see, when you enter that room to have the conversation, there is a different conversation that you cannot match.
That's why they need someone who knows the room, who knows the corporate environment.
Yeah, that's why I'm also telling you that they dealt with a pharaoh, and now there is a new pharaoh. Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
I get what I'm saying. Politics is everywhere.
There is a new pharaoh. So
we just need someone in
some of the challenges that they were facing,
or
they faced were, okay, you can speak the language, you have everything to show that you can do the work. But somebody somewhere is speaking a different language that you cannot speak. And if you can't speak that language, forget, you will not get a contract.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Even if you can clean from Wale to
But Roland, don't make it look like it's only government agencies that they can work with.
I know.
They can go private. They can also help.
And again, I also want to add that language that you expect them to speak, have they tried it and someone has refused?
They can't speak it in a broken. They speak the pidgin.
So you get what I'm having.
Even if they can speak
the streets.
The language is street too.
It be language.
We take 20% of the money. Are you ready?
But you see, if I can and I'm not sure they will be having problems. Because some of the conversation, you
have to facilitate. You have to facilitate.
It's quite
before you even start.
The people themselves to push this narrative. They should get a big man. Someone who knows someone who is ready to also put. So instead of putting the money in there, he will rather use that money to facilitate the move you are talking about. But now, if he's able to make that thing become make it happen, in the end, that government's money can be able to now cover for those expenses. Now, that money the person would have put in you guys have now paid for a bigger amount from government.
So in
the end, you are not becoming a charity organization. You are becoming an institution.
And
already competitor.
The big men affiliation, they have. In fact, even before the year ended, they had some few sponsorship here and there, even some from KS Electricals and all of that. You see those conversations? They have. But you see the files that you are going to see, they are dealing with different set of people. And that politics, no matter who you are coming with,
you face it.
You face it and you cannot play. That is the hard truth in this conversation. We are not speaking in plain language. But if you know, you know. You see the people that you are going to do with, they care not about whether you are bringing some flex. What they care about is what they want to happen.
Yeah.
It is not
they get their interest.
Yes, and their interest. They care not who you are bringing. Unless the person that you are bringing is part of the Kukufu team. Else forget it. You will not get what you expect to get. So for me, I agree with what Chemo and Long John are saying. But I also understand that they also have that business bit attached to the brand. And my only advice would be, aside they trumpeting the NGO side of this organization, they should also use that same energy to trumpet the business side of it. Because so many people don't know. Companies do not know, some companies don't know that they can hire the BuzStop boys as official cleaners for their company. That will come, and we have cleaning agencies, private cleaning companies in the space. And BuzStop boys is one of them.
Exactly.
So the more they champion or they hammer on that side too, that is when they will also be able to get these kind of contracts. And it will not be only always government to, because the government that we are talking about, somebody is holding its neck. And it is the same conversation. Barry. And it is the same conversation. So I will only advise them to also hammer the business side of their organization. For people to know that it is not only an NGO, but if you want to engage them for your private conversations as far as their operations are concerned, they will be able to deliver, and they have their rates and charges and everything. There's nothing wrong with you starting as an NGO and switching to a full-time private business. There's nothing wrong with it. It is about sustainability, and even if you switch into a full-time private business, you see the corporate social responsibility that you want to do, you can still do it when the business grows. You can still do it when the business grows. That is when, if the company is big as Zoomlion, or becomes big as Zoomlion, or even bigger, that is when you can say, okay, for Greater Accra, these number of regions, we are doing it for free. Or we are doing it with this level of amount or this level of cash input. And that is how you can sustain a business. So I agree with them, but they are also fighting. And people are also fighting
them. Well, in all this, we want the betterment of Ghana, and we want the youth to be employed as well, because I'm sure should they start getting some money out of what they are doing, it means they can bring in more people, which will reduce unemployment rate in the country. Many youthful people are working, betting, still on Besa Kuchedi, because Ajumani didn't want to not 10 cities here. Official betting they move 5 cities every day. It's $2 million. No, they slip. I can't tell it true. I can't tell it true. We are going to make a team back. Well, it's all good, man. Let's move on to something we started yesterday, and today another voice has been added to it. It's about Okonfo Kwade's predicament. There are many people who don't like the fact that fingers or accusing fingers are being pointed at some individuals and institutions within the entertainment industry. Latest to have added his voice is Grandpapa Reggie Rockstone. Now, I was looking at Grandpapa's chest, old man macho, with his white long gray, and you could feel that man is not happy that, I'm sure many people are calling him that, oh, Grandpapa, as the father of hip life, one of your soldiers is down. What are you doing? Grandpa said, hey, this is not my job. This is not my job at all. Why should you guys even be calling for institutions to take care of this job? It is something that is beyond us. So take your time in accusing us. Once again, I think I've also seen a video of Ohima Oyejo, who is also saying the same thing. Let's watch at least Grandpapa's video. And when I come back, we will see whether this is something that we all can be involved. Like they say, we are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building our father. That's how I go to that father. It's our father. So we're going to build our father. Let's watch this. I'll be back.
It's something that it's been on my mind. I've been trying to address it, but and being that I'm an elder, I understand why you would come to me. I understand, because I'm that type of guy. I'm very compassionate. I really, you see my work, you see what I do. It's nothing to me. My father was the same. My wife is the same. And so, but let the prayers go up first. But let me explain this to you, because, I've seen some talk on Twitter and, a little bit over here and there. And it feels like all y'all, the public, seem to be pointing their finger at the music industry, whatever the fuck that means. The music industry got to do something for him. The music got to do something for him. Everybody talking. We got to do something for Okonfo Kwade. Then, you got other folks, I ain't got no music for this. Everybody seem to be pointing a finger. And I just started to get irritated. by this shit. You know why? Let me break it down before you get in my mouth. Let me break it down. Okay. So asamba. Asam too bia. For the sake of humanity, that shit got nothing to do with the music industry. It got nothing to do with nobody. We are all human beings on this green earth. Okay? It's quite simple. Okay? So do nipa no one say nipa watching and I said, what if they're going through something? It's about humanity. That shit got nothing to do with music, none of the above. I've been help folks who I don't know from Adam's house cat. You see me take folks who I am not blood related to, take them through to Pantine, whatever, get their minds right. You know, you seen me do all kinds of charitable. You think I know these kids? No, I don't. But it's called humanity. So what happens with the public, and I'm not talking about all of you, but let me specify. What's taking place is y'all need somebody to point a finger at. And of course, yeah, Okonfo Kwade, he is a comrade musically besides being a younger brother. I get it. But more kind of, you the public, the ones pointing the fingers about any idea been the music for, and then when you be, what are you doing? Besides pointing the finger and talking the, yeah. What are you doing? Now, let me explain to you why it is so necessary that I point this out to you. And your man kwade, someone know, and then you don't know him personally. I probably know that man better than you ever would. I know muti. And I'm thinking to myself, y'all listen to his music, don't you? Shit, some of you downloaded that shit for free. Okay? Years and years, this man made beautiful music for you. You played it at your outdoor, in your weddings, wherever. If anybody should be as emotional as y'all acting, it should be you. Because that's our comrade. We understand the plight. We gotta, we gotta do for ours. We get it. But you the consumer. You are the consumer. So why you sat at home pointing fingers at other folks? Ba wo di aduane na pepo wa no. Nyo no aduane no, ono no yale. E na wo di aduane na wi apepo wa no. E no abetena o say, na mo ye den ama no, na wo ye den. Listen. Kitwe bi enso. Okay? Prayers, that's a good start. Money, if you got it. Love from heart, anything. So it's not about the music or musica. Now, there's a lot other stuff going on behind the scenes that you might not be privy to. And so my brother's case is quite unique. His case is quite unique. And it's not as simple as y'all think it is. So calm down. And if you got anything that you want to contribute because you are a fan, please feel free to do so. Start with the prayers. Prayers go up, the blessing's going to come down. Brother, we're going to work it out. And he's going to be good. Jah knows it. But don't be pointing fingers and you quick to push blame. Why? Don't do that. And so it's a little bit more complex than you think. There's a lot to his story that you don't know about. And I have first-hand information, okay? I got first-hand information. So we got to tread carefully, move with tact, style, stealth, and make this shit work. Me my ibida, you know what I'm saying? Listen, family will come in the way. Listen, I don't want to elaborate. I want to go into details, but it's not as simple as y'all think it is. And yes, you are right. Coming to me, I'm eligible because that's the shit that I do. I help people, Well,
Long John, let me start this with you. Reggie Rockstone, not a happy man. Because people are accusing him for not coming in to save Okonfo Kwade.
Yeah, I think I read about what he was trying to say, and I believe it's a step in the right direction. Ghanaians, it's not just Ghanaians, but Africans, we are quick to judge, especially when it has to do with people of social status.
And especially when they also assume you have. And quite a way.
You understand?
You don't have.
Of course, you're of social status, so they just place it on you.
That when they assume you have.
You are supposed to.
And the mistake is when you appear on TV and radio, you are dead. That is the biggest mistake.
They even calculate how you should spend your money.
Yeah. So I think it's a right call.
5,000.
And the person who has made it possible is the right person, which is Grandpapa. He has, how should I even put it? Send all kind of send also all kind of, because it's too much. I mean, our Ghanaian celebrities should be given a break. Why? You know how many times Ghana music has gone to support their family, and always we want to believe that, or we want to act like we know too much. I mean, we on social media know too much. We cry more than the bereaved. We bring out suggestions that you ask yourself, so I try to say nobody is within that space or within the victim that has this type of mindset. We sometimes tone down. You understand? The people we are trying to attack or we are trying to be vindictive towards also have things they are doing.
Okay.
You understand? And when people like this come out to, when people like Rockstone come out to say things like that, it really bothers them, because what you are saying isn't what is happening. You understand? The conversation around Komfo is just too much, and even I think what his narration was even more focused on was people attacking the mom.
Okay.
Of Komfo, and I believe it's right, because you don't know what the woman is even going through. Do you think a mother is happy to see their child in that position? When you come out, where's the mother? Where's this? Where's that? Charlie, no mother would like to see their child like that too.
In that situation.
Every mother would like to see their child take care of them. And you don't know what they've done or the extreme they've gone to actually take care of the boy, and it's still getting to that level. So please tone down. The over judgment is too much. If you have any advice, that's fair enough. But Ghanaians or our social media people or the typical Ghanaians on social media, they judge too easily and too early.
Yeah.
It's something they should look at, because look, no matter every situation that happen, these comments you pass on social media also influence our celebrity mental health. You will play a serious role in affecting the mindset of our celebrities. What you say affects their mindset. So if you think you want to help the family, start from where you are, which is that social media platform. Be writing positive things. Be putting out things that will spread love. And not things that will point fingers at someone and make you feel like a saint. That's all I have to say.
Well, let me move on to Chemo. We have been talking about this for the past weeks, and it looks like almost every week a fresh angle also comes up.
Another person to chop.
Yeah, almost every week a fresh angle comes up, and Kwade is still the same, like nothing is still happening. I think the other day I promised you guys of an interview with Hamanti, and I have not done that. Chemo, please remind me. Maybe I can get him on Zoom one of these days. Let's listen to what really he also has to say, because I hear in some interviews the mother is even accusing him or something. No, someone has to speak to Hamanti.
Do you love arts? Look no further. Tetekwarshi Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Tetekwarshi Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Tetekwarshi Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
Yes, Jabo, go through.
Yeah, it's sad. You see, before that, as I said the other day, Kwade's situation became a substitute for what would have trended with Shatta Wale's Rolls Royce. and I'm not surprised that Grandpapa Rockstone will also talk about this in this way. I mean, I think he has seen enough of people telling people how they should spend their money and how they should help others, while they are not helping because they don't have enough. Meanwhile, they are the one determining who has enough. Okay. That's the problem here. So I mean, this is not new, and yeah, some celebrities or people with high status have suffered this kind of direction that they should take.
Okay.
Obi yare na o benwa o area ho onti zo bi yare ko buano.
Right. But I'm not going to better the corner where you are.
I don't know how. And I be money or your colleague money na ye juma into ayaya ko buano. Ebi kwa na on your friend. Ebi na only personal encounter bia. And so still yes ko buano. And they can go out to the extent that I think somebody died, a colleague in the media space died. And then they were saying that the media people and the celebrities who went there were too small. We saw almost say, okay, how many people were you expecting? And also, too small.
This same Ghanaians will tell you this is not a celebrity, this is not a celebrity. And when they are done and such things happen, they are calling these same people as celebrities who should support.
Yes. So I for this one I agree with Rockstone. We are not saying that nobody should help Kwade. Yes, if you have what it takes, if you want to, why not do that? But it is wrong and it is not cool for people to be directing those who are supposed to help.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. If you can do it. Let people see that okay, now this one too is my thing. I want to do it or I want to support instead of accusing fingers or pointing people out that you are the ones who are supposed to do. The man did it to Shatta.
Oh, yesterday people were mad.
Yeah.
That's after the offer no penny. Now Solomon can't mention Shatta's name. There's no penny.
Opening was the Wakoto Rolls Royce their uncle Buakwade. Just like that.
Yeah, also penny Wakoto Rolls Royce their uncle Buakwade.
Just like that. Okay, so you see, but for me, I think it was just a substitution. Only Banokra, only baby or honey, who tell you once a cup wine because what to Rolls Royce. Boagana because Ghana what to Rolls Royce will be a Boagana. When you stretch it, then you see how ridiculous the whole
conversation is.
Yes, so for me, I agree with Rockstone. If you want to help, but we should be careful the way that we go about it and instructing people to help whilst we are not really helping like the way we're supposed to be. Because people will say that they are not okay, they are poor. But when you see the kind of rented house that they are in, the kind of phones that they are using, then you know that they are not poor. Just that they are the one charging. That's why they are calling themselves poor. So for those who are talking about opening one, so who 18 shoes are also with me a boy. Oh, 10 of them are. So instead of us appointing or telling people to help, we should also help. In fact, it should start from us. Just go and help before you say that okay, me my kobo into Bobby in the form of a suggestion instead of what that because we miska. But others should go and help. And meanwhile, also wouldn't say others no more scan no money. So for this one, I agree 100% with Rockstone.
Well, I've come through and we are getting reports that Adum Chedi has given Kantaman 2.2 million Ghana cedis.
Yes, in cash.
Cash in his church.
In cash, like he arranged the stacks of cash on the table.
Oh, Charlie!
Like that.
And then people were coming for the money.
Yeah.
You take a handshake and take the money.
Yeah.
Take a handshake and take
And that's what being now, mom.
It's church members.
Church members who work there.
His church members.
Yes,
this is a good gesture. Yeah. Okay, we will see if there will be enough time for us to delve deeper into that. But we'll take over the Okonfo the Reggie Rockstone saga. Please, thank you. Thank you, Susan. I get. And got your move, please.
The thing there, if you enter, you go know how it is.
Okay.
You see, it's as if we are kind of say, since the people that are calling are the ones judging, that you see, everybody who goes to help, do not go and call another person, say, also, my boy, also, my boy. It is always those who are not doing anything. They are the people who will come and call, as you make us say, also, shoes 18. Time was I say, dress here, now favorite. I thought I knew where a friend is, Abidjan. What I say, but no, any will be obeyed to me about not your boy. You see, that is the unfair nature about some of these things. And unfortunately, it is never going to stop. It is never going to stop because some people don't understand the terrain and the caliber of people they are calling. And in fact, they just do these callings based on assumptions.
Okay.
And with that, because they are assuming, there's nothing reasonable or you can't put reasoning to
what they are saying.
Yeah. Because they are calling, okay, Shatta Wale akoto Rolls Royce. Into Uncle Boko for Kwade. Forgetting that in Kumasi, he has paid somebody's school fees. Even privately, when people don't know what he is doing privately, some people are getting help from him. The Reggie Rockstone that you are calling. That's
a family.
Somebody, not even the family, but there is somebody closer to Reggie Rockstone who is also getting help.
Yeah.
I know I have friends that had friends who have schooled in Lagos, UPSA, that D Black, the musician D Black, paid their fees throughout. From level 100 to completion, to graduation.
That's dope.
Wow.
You understand?
That's dope nation.
And Jameson. You see? And these people are doing So unfortunately, so me anymore. Because say, D Black, when she said D Black, I could to borrow or the
Right. What I say?
She said,
That's true.
You understand?
Yeah.
But they are doing certain things behind the scenes that we don't know. So you can just plead, do a general plea. And when you are making this call, you don't call names because you don't even know the situation they themselves are in. So you just do a general plea and hope that even people beyond who the ones you are expecting can also come and help. But when you do it, because of a musician, so musicians union, so musica, so Gamro. See, Ibrahim Mahama is a private businessman.
Yeah.
He's not a musician.
Yeah.
But the number of people, he's not a creative person like Direct. But the number of people that he has helped in this industry, past the industry he's in.
Yeah.
We hear them every day. We see most of them every day. Yes, unpacking them. You understand? But these people, there are people whose help or good heart go beyond the industry that they are in.
Yeah.
They are limited. Or your musician, any musicians who chroma. Or your actor, now actors, any half in your back 5 pack, and actors get no one. After you the real grounds to use them proper. It is not good. It is not good. These same people they are calling their names. Call Reggie Rockstone. Let Reggie Rockstone say, I am donating 1,000 Ghana cedis. this same person will come and insult Reggie Rockstone and say, Oto watching 2 years, 3 years.
Why?
Set their standard.
Meanwhile, all calling out, he or she did not give you a standard. Well, more mark what's up could do. What's a year free wakum? We year free wakum, so I hear Wakuma Nabesat. So I agree with him and the people that are receiving some of these things. Sometimes it is unfair, but on the other hand, we should also understand that some people will never, this thing will never stop because they have no idea what is going on even in this space. They have no idea. So sometimes we should cool temper small because the people, they don't understand what you are doing.
Well, another unfortunate saga. Comfort there's still in our prayers. We still wish him well, and we hope that if there is any recovery process, he can go through it, be fine. Let's continue with what we are supposed to do. Now, the very final story before we can run away from here. To me, it is my most interesting story for the night. It's about King Patuta. King Patuta, King Patuta, man. Ouch. Ouch. Man seems to be taking bullets since from last year. Like King Patuta is not getting any free moment. He passes here, boom. He passes here, boom. He passes here, boom. But when his party, the party that was even attacked to him lost, that we thought, oh, okay, ready, you're back on me. Still, King Patuta seems to be going through it.
More fire.
In a recent interview, Mark Ograkumante, Honorable, who happens to be the former deputy minister of creative arts and tourism, was on a platform on Peace FM, to be specific, and said that he is not happy with his own people, NPP. And we asked him, Mark, why are you not happy with your own NPP? He said, oh, NPP. They did not even consult me when they wanted to take a song to do campaign. And they're like, wow. Take your time, Long John. Why did you want them to consult you? Because I am music. I understand music more than everybody in the party. If you want to take a song to do campaign, consult me, let me advise you. And they say, okay, what song did they pick that you have an issue with? They picked King Paluta's Makoma. I said, okay, what is your point? He said, King Paluta, what he was saying, according to him, the Eshe means Eche. Like I'm going wrong. Yes, thank you, according to Marco Krakumanti, he said the Eshe Papa, the guy said it is not Eshe as people. He said it's Eshe. And that for a whole presidential candidate, for you to be that, for you to be that now, can you be mad? I'm sure in his head, if he was offered, and not can you lose it? If he was offered, how can he be dancing with the king all over like that? And this team King Patuta, I'm sure, thanks to DJ Slim, and this is what as gatekeepers we have to be doing for some of these guys we roll with. When they are in trouble, we come to their aid. In fact, for the first time on the Hit FM platform, I saw someone disagree with Makakre Kumanti. It doesn't happen. Like, hey, Hit FM, you want to disagree with Makakre Kumanti? You didn't lie. You are fired. You did lie. But for the first time, I saw DJ Slim do that. And of course, big ups to him, despite sometimes my differences with him. And I want us to also look at it. So in this case, is Makakre Kumanti doing a disservice to the young man? Is Makoma up for nomination for this year's award or it's passed?
Yeah. I think they have not done it.
But obviously
it was last year.
So it is up for nominations.
Okay, so now this is where my fear comes through. Someone like Krakumante, I know he has influence on the TGM board. Whether he's part of it or not part, he has influence. And if we all don't stand up and shout this issue, that hey, don't kill the boy's career with this thing. The boy has time for a trade, and that thing he was doing was not any realistic song. So allow the gentleman to win. don't start this agenda. Now King Patuta has actually done an a cappella. King Patuta has done an a cappella, singing exactly what was it and not the Etwe. But first, I have 2 videos. Let's listen to Okreku Mante accusing King Patuta of saying Etwe. Then after, you listen to how King Patuta explained what really he said. Even in addition, DJ Slim also said the same thing on the Hit FM platform. And after a patcho, yen sorry, not yen shouting. And yet,
I feel I'm Bruce.
Jerry 7 years. And so that he'll be free from anything that can come against him in his bid, because he wants to win at each of the year. That's why I must start here a campaign against. What is that? Well, let's watch it. When I come back, we'll be closing.
Information, Honorable Fati kept saying the mark that when I call UTV. Amame. Let me so unfortunately, sometimes because me I like good conversations.
But Mark, the impression you are creating to ABB, because I say na quite say bia ye bibia enye bi, that's the impression.
Because you can say me frail. Na me no we dey come on UTV show no. Because I will always wish me bra penny yourself me well. I always wish Father well. I always wish you well. Sabi, eduma we started osoro hon. Ye ne mo a and started. Mo promoting me nyuma me I can't run away from that. Me we are me ma ba akun bi. Me party MPP. That's one of the things MPP yeah. Yina yeah no. Socrates. That be meeting one friend name ko kasabi. Yina we say yeah no friend name. Meetings we say what's the term for it? Fact finding. Do you know that Sanyum na ni ebo o sisi fia ni be a profane? A profane. This party has people like me wo George Kwe. Here one music. What if I say music me mini? Nobody will consult you on music. Ni a profane song. And Obiti said Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Brand. Then we as a party will ask Dr. Baumia to dance to. Yes, if you are a profane. But me man over to be a line. Na. Kuti said then no come. Then no come. Share. That's the word there. I'm telling you, that is the word there.
That's the word there. Because there's no other way you can say that.
That is the word there.
That is the word there.
What you say? And you find media houses, boss, I know. Boom.
Oh, my sentence, the credit didn't make
You get it? So for me, unfortunately, and I'm sometimes your personal values, my personal values, because you could do nyumbi and your profane role. You may title Nikamukodu. Because I'm just more. Nikamukodu. Because I'm your mother.
I said this soon.
I don't know. I said that all time. Oh, Mark. When I can see it, now you can see it. You bad, Mark.
I said, when you say you're profane, so
if you say it's profane, was it raw?
It was like the dead.
I said Casacombi.
Correct. Where dear, na me Kenya. Patuta de raw.
There be or now do I drink Sano can. So him so on to mean cancer.
What the mark
him about to mean cancer.
Okay, over sober. No, yes, you make me the guy who feel okay as me defending in your back no ha. Okay as me defending in your back no. Aseda. Okay as me defending wa also for you boy ananko for me defending wa ha. This other one,
is it Roman for no major line?
Correct. The other one, it's profane. Kwesi. Opa, so say you profane, but
Me say maintain it so say.
And me say boy, so that the listeners won't see me say my better person say you be.
I say you dey ma ko bi anya ma tia Ghana for.
And me say boy, my catch on na say
Ghana for be etie, on be etie.
So say we say memra you na me ba na broadcasting say na me mete ase no ethics no e be di so. Because do you know that our show no Moses and Dino it's no longer United Showbiz. Moses and Dino they don't do showbiz there.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
What are you doing?
They don't do showbiz. Me they are not the proof about that is my orientation.
So what is the
Today what are your topics? Today what are your topics?
Industry. Okay.
Me say what are your topics?
Me say creative art industry.
But when him say say media terrain so near man sound.
Correct. So say that main class man you. But me say for branding purposes change the name. To me baram tell me politics and I'm become social issues. Roger Cortes I show him say first you mean and can say when come I want to say that first yeah it's how you United Showbiz me no invite him first. Father craft frame mo. I don't catch father say oh father how can I call law school here? Judge no be di asem no. Judge na assign plaintiff. Satan na Mama Brown and the film funi bi akọ parliament akọ complaining something on film and that was the topic they are going to discuss. Now Mama Brown no can no complaining on your host. And so as you come through they ask government. And I'm say oh na man no judge. On no assign plaintiff. So how can I come and sit on the show?
Come to Alibaba.com. Check out the top rankings.
Hey, where's he?
Sorry.
Trump and Afrana.
Part of the documentary.
Okay. So, I don't have a problem with the show. If we agree that you be broadcast ethics and be juma, we'll go. Man, I said this will be a so become also. And here ready.
Small wrestling.
Maybe a media do know. The my kolo. Tell me the woman come for me. Sir, Rahel lives close to my house. Honorable Rahel. So I will program you on UTV. Oyi ahimfie. Mokramunim. Ahimfie court. Enedia. She's come back to the industry. And yes, I am not running away. It's industry. No mean to remember. No. Just I say. Me who be a method say. Events no na if you are still I can still do my events. But no cry no any like the one I used to do before. Like
so
I like
essentially what you are saying is that maybe we should drive a fine balance between innovations and ethics as well. Yeah, mean the innovations
innovation shouldn't mess up ethics. Innovation shouldn't mess up ethics. Now some no kwesi abaje na oka say omo ya anhwe betia ono so no. Somehow kwesi abaje he goes by the ethics. That is why my PO say kwesi abaje is the only one who will move you. The truth is that I get a lot of media houses who would want to interview me. And my reason, na man, say ethics, no, because you won't use me to trend. Oh, share a brand TV. Me money din or media ni. Me no UTV show no so. Oko come ho asem bi saa.
Na Romeo na.
Minim.
Someone said bobie din wan body so tia body say ana odusu ko ya odemi betu trouble we ya kan say nipa no ti ha mo din usu body e fie be ya na e de
na Romeo ya no so na obi kun to kwa obi say meaning no in fact I come now
you see
who's your cat say
nipa ya ti he o kan asem no mo
din Dabi be say nipa kono e kan asem bi to me so say odne demo bre mo hit FM me tie na me YouTube channel me FM so in my office me need radio crowd me need machine so funding baby come board in your I'm you touching them friends master una can we I say I'm an interview and I say na me say bibi say see or say on kai I'm say but they've written say okay I say I'm kai and so why did you say that I say oh in the heat of the moment na onim na ma kai what can't me so I no pa me chewo so I shouldn't. So I didn't bear in the name of trend. Even if I'll destroy you and make my trend, I'll do it. But some of us ya break akra. Ya time and ya new promotion no. Ya the CD no town to town. And ya na mo pia na tiko na ko no. Ya the CD ne tsaka. Me and I'm driving Kodoma. I leave Accra sometimes like 3 p.m. But na jo midnight time Odoma. Ma babri kum. Ma beda kumasi me do kumasi na about 1 a.m. 2 a.m. Ma beda adechia. Ye bray.
But what do you hear when you listen to that song? You've not paid attention to that part.
I have, but I hear what Fantastic said before we came back. Isn't it a share? You are looking like a share.
It's not a share. The thing is not even a share. It's the lyrics of the song is one mama kuma anyeme ya. Shepa mape bia menya.
Oh, okay.
But then it's the sound. Language be sounds.
And he cannot be blamed for
Wow,
how you hear.
Oh, but we read the tree Bible and all that. Nashe Israel for amuhu Muslim for amuhu Nashe. It's just, you know, I don't get the import of it
at all, and I don't even get what
and artistically. I wasn't with Patuta when he was composing the song. Maybe he wanted to drive 2 minutes with it because he could have used any other word. But this, per the lyrics of the song, and this is on iTunes. This is on iTunes. Everybody can just go on iTunes and then get the lyrics to the song. You see, Wamama kuma nyame ya shepa mape. It's not a shepapa. It's not even a heu. It's she.
I mean, artists play on these words intentionally. Haven't we heard what's her name? What's this lady's name? Oh, the tall one with their body. Wendy Shea. Yes. Wendy Shea has a song that has. She plays on words like that.
Come on, cut it.
Exactly. So you cannot blame.
Come on, cut it.
You cannot blame her for how you heard it. Do you understand? So I think musicians intentionally play on these words.
Exactly.
They cannot be blamed. Honestly, Makuma, I like it, and I don't think if Sisifia is the profane thing or the other one, then I'm not getting it because I don't smell any. And also, he was talking about Baumia's brand. I think they heard the song perfectly well, and they wouldn't have used it if they thought it was profane. You know, so this one I don't agree.
Anyway, let's activate the text lines for our listeners to come in and share their thoughts on it. 05488411039. That is 05488411039. Share your thoughts on it. Do you believe the song is profane? Do you believe it's also one of the things that affected the MPP and Dr. Baumia in his campaign for the 2024 election? Share your thoughts on 05488411039. Well, listen. Ahemfoma Ayatosu Baku. That is First Kings. Dumiensa. Nashe. Nyankopon nipa free. Yuda na meradia semso ba betel. Nashe. I beg, if you know understand the language, do one side. Don't come and throw dust into our eyes.
People's eyes.
We beg you.
This is Hits.
Anyway, so this is still Showbiz Daily. Our final topic for the day. Roland, your guy, your boy. In fact, Roland has been giving him businesses small, flying him abroad to go play some shows here and there. And this case that Michael Krekumente is doing, Asaba Odi. In fact, Patuta said, "One mama kuma ya she papa be a menya." It's like typical.
Don't stress this thing. Even if he said Etwe. Even if he said.
If he said Etwe, I don't know. That's wrong.
No, maybe.
No, if he said Etwe, that's wrong.
Don't condemn.
If he said it, don't do that.
You complete my statement.
No, he said even if he said Etwe, if he said Etwe,
Debut. My own is that. Even if he said Etwe, in the song, that he was not emphatic on the word. Kweku peche sinenkwa.
No. But that if he said Etwe in that song, how he wrote the sentence, the only word he could have said was Etwe. But what you are saying is Kweku Peche, means a play on words. Kweku Peche, or Peche, it's your mind.
Exactly. Patuta means Etwe. In the song, he did not say it. He said Eshe. So if you want to replace it, that is you. Just like Kweku Peche. Somebody's mind will take the Eche out and put the Eche. You get me? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even if he said it, even if that is what he meant in the song. Let me say this. Even if that is what he meant in the song, he did not say that. He did not say that. Oh yeah, people know the translation of that song. Honorable knows the translation of that song.
Okay.
But I'll catch the song translate here or the catch us and let it fly. You see, we don't want you see the coded, whether it is coded or not. The real translation of that lyrics is there, which makes his assertion wrong.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
It is there.
Yeah,
but the conversation that on the buyer, you know, in the lengthy one, he talked about the fact that now Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, they were the brandy now sack a shepherd. You see, that's it. It's wrong.
Okay.
I mean, I understand his concerns about the recent lyrics and all of that. But he should also understand that it is also in connection with the current generation. No matter what we will do, this generation can never be like the previous generation. The next generation to come can never be like this generation. The earlier we understand these dynamics and be proactive with it, the better for everybody not to get heart attack. That is my own. Yes, we would want to fight it and say, oh, God were the days when they were saying it this way, that way. See, this generation will not say it, will never and cannot say it that way. Because the things that influence the other generation, it's not the same thing that is influencing this generation.
The system.
You understand? Yes, we can guide them. We can throw in one or two.
Okay.
Some will pick it.
Okay.
It will influence some people. That is there. But if you want to fight it, you can't. Okay. Because you see that generation you are referring to as the better one. When they also came with that style, the previous generation before them condemned them.
Yeah.
It is the same thing. She is saying.
Yeah.
She is saying. That is why I get so worked out when people want to forcefully fight some of these things. It's the last time when Hamanti was trying to condemn Black Sheriff and on burning you be na wakadeng, but then. That they never put your sunicas in the mental service. You see, that's why when he was getting so worked out on it, said because of that on burning young I was like, boss man, relax. I know your fear. I know your concerns. But the thing is that, unfortunately, you can't fight it.
David.
You can only guard your space. Your space now, one. That is the only control you have. You know, with all our body, we all know it is wrong. His assertion is completely false. Even if you want to go by his assertion in part, there is still a better explanation to it.
Yeah.
Of which would not even warrant his total condemnation, because what he did was total condemnation.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
So in the song, doesn't fit in any way because he made mention of Aseda. Said he recommended Aseda.
Yeah.
He praised Kempaluta's Aseda. And he's the same person that he's saying this one here is a no.
Condemned. Okay, Long John, we are closing. Let me pick your thoughts on this quickly.
We are closing. In the name of God the Father.
The Holy Spirit. Amen.
Now let me the reason, look, let me be honest. When you said that thing, I was very pissed, but I had to control myself with the laughter. I would like to maybe re-echo into the mind of our honorable. This is not the analog era where he is the standard of Ghana music. To look at your party that has structures and the structure analyzes everything the party does before they bring it in public, and to tell them that they made a wrong choice by not
doing due diligence.
No, not even doing, by not coming to you.
Okay.
What sort of authority do you think you hold that they should come to you to seek your knowledge before they make any entertainment decision? Who are you?
Hey.
Yes, I mean, no. You see, and this is what Shatta Wale was speaking about.
It's a repository of knowledge when it comes to music.
Is he the only one born on this earth, this surface of the earth?
No, he's not the only one.
So what are you saying?
Among his party people.
Is he the only one among the party?
He's the same.
What are you saying?
That's what he's telling you.
And that is what I want him to know, that he is not the only one who can tell his party to forgo everyone in the party and come and seek knowledge from him before they choose a party music for campaign. He is no one as compared to the Lord. That was why they oversaw him before they chose that decision. And two, we are not in that age where he commands the narrative of Ghana music. The age we are in now is about creativity. Creativity cuts across every sphere of life, every sphere. We don't pick and choose, including the human biology, the human system, every part of it. You are not the one to tell us or bring morality into creativity. When you talk about creativity, if you go to an art class, even the human part is a creative discussion to talk about.
Yeah.
So that's his style of condemning, taking people off radio, TV because they are doing something. To him, he feels it is not a creative piece. I beg you, we are not in that era. And you can't shut down people.
Okay.
And this shows a perfect example of what Shatta Wale has been echoing about him. That he has always been standing on people's projects. And this is an example. I mean, look at the tone and the way he said it. They didn't seek you.
Yeah.
Who are you? No, I'll ask that question again because if you understand they have equal people like you, that gave them understanding or advice as to how they should go with that music. You wouldn't question the party the way he did.
That's why he lost.
You question the party like you are the only wise person within the entertainment industry. And that should be the question. Are you the only wise person within the entertainment industry? You were given an honorary title because of your experience. But it doesn't mean you are the only best person. No. Probably due to your relationship with people who were in that in government at that time.
Yeah.
It's not because you are better off than anybody in the party. A party has chosen a music, and you come in public to tell them that what they did is wrong. Look, it's not because of the music, but because they didn't consult you. Who are you? That demigod, you see, I mean, that's the truth. That demigod stature humans paint within themselves. Who are you? Charlie, you will die. You will die. Somebody will come. We should lower that tone, that pride. If the narration is what we should go by, I see it as something that was distasteful, one, towards your party, and towards the executives of your party. It means you are trying to tell them that they are not reasonable enough to No, you are the one who should pick their song and not them. He should come back and apologize.
Apologize to who?
The party, the structure of the party. And then 2, that analysis of trying to make, look, me, I don't even want to side with the fact that if it is a prayer or whatever, they shouldn't use those words. I want to say it categorically that using those words doesn't negate the creativity in it. It's about
but if those words were used, it also was not suitable.
Uncle, if you are able to applaud, somebody saying or calling his other human a pedophile, and is able to win awards, I stand here with all authority and tell everybody that we should be ashamed pointing hands at Ghanaian artists.
The president
who just used the word.
The president said it in America, right?
No, and you are listening to it in Ghana. And you played it in Ghana.
But we have not played it for presidential candidates.
No, listen. You see, 2.
His problem was the fact that the presidential candidate did it. 2.
What he's doing is what Sandyman did at Adon TV. Misinterpreting an artist's lyrics.
Fact.
So me, I am coming from 2 points. First of all, creativity shouldn't be limited to how do you call it, morality. Creativity, in fact, is supposed to pick on everything to educate and enlighten. When you decide picking and choosing, well, human part, account. Look, somebody can give you a creative piece just about the and you will love it. It's not just about the entertainment part, the education about this you will love So if you condemn it, make it look like it's so bad, like okay, hellfire. And as if he's no, that's how he makes it look. No, you see, what the cast has said. What is more morally wrong to attract and telling your other human is a pedophile? Do you understand the meaning of a pedophile? No, I'm being outright because this our adult and trying to make look, you can't do anything about it. And we having a problem of someone saying like what can let's say what I say, oh my anabibi, what can the location it's just that your shoulders.
So personally, I've decided that if I come on your tree platform and we are speaking and have to say Etwe, I'll say Etwe. That means why am I saying Etwe? I just make kind of day.
You see, the problem is some teachers have the freedom to say this, so that's it. I beg my pardon. What is this? That is what of the human future.
Obi a born in himself, Bema be a pressure. So me train one more share. Mahama pressure. Even another so pressure. It's also more pressure. Be another on found. Oh, they're like a honor and money disappointed cacao. My honorable, comment now making because there's no way Obeka say or can even direct. Even in his submission, our car say Omonton, Obi our video no. Obi ka say or say ehwe papa bi amenya. And Obi say na mo ntiase. Let's say Kimpaluta can ehwe papa bi amenya. That's what he said. In fact, even according to the team and him, no, seen a sample no can. By emphasis, say can sample. There's nothing wrong.
It's like an exclamation.
Yeah, sure.
But because of the melodic structure, you cannot say it like Kasa.
That is what shows he's a creative guy.
Of course.
What's the creativity?
Obviously. So here's the thing. Even if he says, "Eshe papa bi amenya," na also be interpreting say or say etwe papa bi amenya eye wo and a problem enya Kimpaluta because Kimpaluta yes all the infant say was say or Becky can the opera or been on the implication of saying etwe in his song only and one can sana or far a crummy so I can just to make you aware or for you to even interpret it like that. That's not his problem.
That's you.
Because and now one I will tell him. And I bet you and cry or maybe tell him now or better a papa be a man or my didn't call a montiasium. And quite a trust. Yes. When I open you now, name and name be a any sumazintino. Over interpreting. And you know and I will interpreting sir. So you know to me say or say a papa be a mena or the infant son or kana. Oh, do you go casa or person or casa a trentino a channel wakan? No. Obia say what tires activity Libya. Why another oh yeah another would cha or compare why do you never call a trestle? Engineer no na oka aha ba o ma di twani de e ho no ma dwene beko desert mo sa o munya te e papa bi amenya o boa Kimpaluta person ka say e papa bi amenya engineer I think
let's put the thing in context again. I want to see I want to play the song actually and let's see say effeti in a
oh say o kind of papa bi amenya ne de effeti
ehwe
me do
what kind of extra and fit
oh effect
dabi effect fit
it doesn't fit
sa word no almost see according to almost say share or baby yes but so no to say it is because of the
because the way we do like
one can effect.
You know why some people are hearing the end?
So the shit. What is it?
Yeah, papa.
Good looking.
Yes.
I don't know the shit. I don't know
why some people are hearing the air before the no, it is because he's singing. What they end from like when they continue
you are getting something. You can't say a fitia. So okay say etwe papa bi amenya is a sentence that people say.
Yeah.
Enti efiti. So that's the one. Yeah. No, the baby ani say the kasa. No.
Obi ti mi show e money. Obi ti mi show. What ti mi show? 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 Okay. What is that? Yeah. Obi ti mi kan say ah, I don't know how to say.
Let's go. The whole thing me person me put it across me. Kimpaluta we know the implication of going raw. And you say young fan is anka or can't sample by one call raw allowed. And into a money creative person. And it's the main interpret say saying and now all partially into the menu. In fact, in the same video, no, okay, come and take BB say or the number koma kwesi abwaje na enyumeta te nika mukodu and na kwesi abwaje say omo because to him no profane and he was saying but say it wasn't direct and yes it's true it wasn't direct so obviously kwesi abwaje was wrong
Then it is the same.
And you
Mark and a and the title was Nika Mukodu. And Akosawa says he won't play Nika Mukodu because it's a profane song.
You see the morality side. Let's be honest. Your age is follow. I don't understand how they understand creativity.
No. Creativity is there. But long John, and never Biana obetimi do was out. No,
the person is really saying to the whole self crowd. Morality. So you don't know what I say.
That we to go.
No, I can say, yeah, baby, I can. And never Biana can. So say, you're not just to say, Sana can Patuta kind there. Then you can have a debate. Say, there are certain places that you can't play that.
You see, what you are saying is, you are trying to second. In common way, we are also trying to second with our narrative now. We are trying to second the fact that it is wrong for celebrities to also advertise alcohol. So even let me just
let me just conclude by saying Honorable got it wrong.
Okay.
His interpretation got it wrong. And we shouldn't pay attention to it because he got it wrong. For the other ones or for the other things, we can talk about them later. But he got it wrong. So let's just end it there.
Okay. I'm sure in another conversation, we'll see how best we can have beyond this Patuta, how the industry can now accept some of these things in our business. Because Long John wanted to use an example that happened in America where a rapper describing someone as a pedophile, which is one of the serious crimes in that part of the land. Yet
everywhere, including Ghana.
But over there, you see, there are some places. I'm not saying it is underrated. Over there, when you say pedophile, like you are
not even allowed to do that.
You are done. So yeah, it is like that here in Ghana. I'm not saying it is not like that, but it is used, and it still was considered because of its creative way of using it. So maybe on a larger conversation, we will see how best we can bring some of these things into talks, so we find it a proper place to situate it. Guys, it has been great as usual here on Showbiz Daily, Sammy Flex TV. Big thanks to Rolanda Mate, Chebo, Long John, Sam Tuga Desert, as well as Theophilus Digos. My name is Sammy Flex. Let's read your comments. And I couldn't tell you, then also a transo. I'll see you later. I'm out of here. Bye bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. For check it, check it. Reselect glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.